Cover a few of the vehicles over there. So I'm going to just do a quick once through again so I can say what these vehicles are. That right there I believe is a T52 or T72, one of the two. I have to get a closer look at it and also look at the darn thing because I'm not entirely sure. You can see there that gentleman mannequin is holding an RPG. This is a T54. T54. There we go. So yeah, a T54. As you can see, bang. Little joke thing that they wanted to add. This is the T-54, the backbone of the Soviet forces before they adopted more modern tanks. If I stand here, you can actually see they have the driver's hatch open, I think. I would love to see the chieftain do the, oh bugger, the tank's on fire on one of these. It probably would be a lot better than some of the other tanks he's done, the oh bugger, the tank is on fire. And this looks to be another self-propelled gun, but I have to get a look at it. Give me 1 second. Yes, this is the M44 self-propelled howitzer. Wow, it only has 126 miles on its odometer. This one didn't see much service, then again, that explains why it looks to be in such good condition. And here, we actually have another patent that you can basically, seeing if there's no dents or anything, I'm pretty sure it's okay if I just give it a good loving pat. You did good. M48A5 patent. You can see the armor, just big bulge in the front. Pretty sure, I want to say I think this is one of the ones where they have the driver in the front, not off to the side or anything, which I think they do nowadays with most tanks. Again, I'm not a tanker, I'd have to look into that, so I'm just speaking off the cuff here. But this is actually the tank we can get the closest to. They don't want us climbing on it, otherwise I'd be giving you an impromptu inside the chieftain's hatch, which I'm not the chieftain. I wonder how we would track tension this. Chieftain will have to show us one day. Unless he already has, in which case I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying anything. And this is one of the ones that doesn't have the machine gun cupola. Again, I can understand why they think that'd be a good idea, but I'm pretty sure the grant taught us that multi-turrets don't exactly work very well. Now this right here is the David York, I believe. Let me look at it. I gotta get a better look at its name. Sergeant York. The Division Air Defense. What the owner of the museum told me is that this tank, they don't want the government doesn't want anyone knowing about. They spent so much money on it, they don't want to talk about it. As he put it, when you get an A, you want to show that off to your parents, but when you get an F, you want to hide that under the rug. Apparently this thing couldn't even do what it was designed to do, so they just kept throwing money at it, hoping to goodness it would work. And it ended up not. He said, at most, they think there's 7 left on the planet. That's just depressing and sad. Now this is one I was meaning to get to, because I had not looked at it yet. This is the M37 105 self-propelled howitzer, which has a Browning 30 cal, a 50 cal, and a 105 howitzer. Okay, I'm just reading this. Only 430 of these were built. And what looks like there is a commander's hatch, but it just looks to be a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what that's used for. I'd have to actually get in there and get a good look. But it is a self-propelled howitzer, so SPG. We'll be looking at those in a minute, but I want to try and see if I can lean in and get a good look. It's a decent looking little thing, but I have to look into that because I think that's supposed to be where a gun was mounted, if I'm not mistaken, because it looks like it is. Yeah, you can actually see. I don't know if you can, but right there looks to be. Let me just get the camera to focus on it. No, not there. Not there. Oh, What is it trying to focus on? Hang on. Well, it's not going to work, but right up there looks to be the pintle mount. Now here, we have anti-tank guns, and they say we can sit on it. I don't know exactly what they would have us sit on, but we can. So I'm going to take a seat. And here, looks like they welded the vast majority of these controls shut, which is depressing. But here's the breech, and there's the little shield you would look through. I assume there would be some sort of sight mounted in this area, so that you could actually look out into the distance and get a good shot. I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it. And there's the owner of the museum again. Pretty sure he'd be more than happy for you to come visit, Chieftain. He seems like a very kind gentleman, a very knowledgeable one too. Let's see what these are. These are 1942 3-inch anti-tank guns. So these are some big hitters. I mean, let me see. These welded over. I can fit my hand in there almost. Now, I think that's everything minus these 2 tanks, which I haven't looked at. Probably. I'm not sure, I can't remember. I'm going to be saying that a lot during this. The Patton and the Sherman, which is a late pattern Sherman due to the design of the turret. I do not like you focusing on my hand camera. That's a little bit annoying. Focus on the background, please. Alright, now to continue recording and the other side. And now we get to the tank side of 52, I guess. I don't know. I think this is building 3. Let me actually look at my map. Yes, this is building 3's display area. And here we have one of the oldest tanks in this museum. This is the 6-ton special light tank. This is apparently was a test made by the. This is a test tank given to the Americans as a test to try and see, it's one of the rarest of all tanks. Unfortunately, most of them were scrapped during the war, Second World War, due to, well, I mean, look at this darn thing. What are you going to use this for? Training troops? As you can see, it actually only has a 1-man turret and a driver. 2-man tank. I did not envy being the tank commander in that. Hold on one second. And then over here, we have what I think this is an amphibious? I'm not sure, it definitely looks like it. But I have to get a better look at it, look at its thing to give you a more accurate. This is the electronic shelter vehicle, okay. These electronics were carried in a removable box. Okay, so they could have a tac jam, trailblazer, and a team pack systems. Okay, so these essentially just hold all the electronical stuff. Okay. I believe this is an American vehicle. This is the M16 white half-track. Well, so let's see. So this is a quad 50 caliber mount. Just good lord. For when you absolutely positively need to put as many bullets at something as possible, you get a quad mount. Nowadays you just get a minigun, but now what's this over here? This looks like an APC. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to get a look at its name thing. You can see some mock laws on the back. This here is an M114 armored personnel carrier. Neat little looking thing. As you can see, it's also got machine guns for days as well. Got 2 of the darn things. California, Ohio, New Jersey is what's said on that thing. Over here we've got yet another armored personnel carrier. This one is the M75 armored personnel carrier. It's the first production APC. Carried insignificant weapons. Well, this one doesn't even seem to have any machine guns on it, unfortunately. Oh dear, it looks like that gentleman's having a big bother of a fall. They've added some new things since I've been here, I think. That or I didn't see everything. Let's see. This right here is the Walker Bulldog Light Tank. M41. Served for many years. Improved. This is an improved version of the A3. Ah. So as you can see, somebody's having a bit of a problem there. He's slipping off. It's got a flexible mount, I believe. Just as a 50 caliber. And it had a 76 millimeter. So this actually had the an upgraded gun from the Sherman, which I think I can actually give a boop to, but I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble. But Jesus, Mary and Joseph, man. Oh, it looks like he got shot actually. This guy looks to be a lieutenant. Or is the first lieutenant who has 2 bars? Yeah, first lieutenant. Second lieutenant has 1, I think. My brain's having a bit of a fart. I'm not entirely sure. And this here looks to be another APC of some sort. I want to say another 57, but I'd have to go around the back and take a look. Let's take a check. What is this? M84. Oh no, this is a mortar carrier. My apologies. Ah, okay, so that's why it looks different. It can drop off the roof can lift off and it can fire off. Okay. Over here we seem to have a scout car, which is a M20 Greyhound light armored car. And its only armament at present is a 50 caliber. That's that's a little disappointing. Granted, it's a scout car. If you're getting engaged in a scout car, your biggest job is to get out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge and let somebody who actually has guns know about that. It seems like there's something going on here on the screen, which I think is a video of them showing off their weapons and vehicles. Oh no, it's talking about the White Tiger. I won't show too much of that for fear of copyright. But here it looks like somebody was trying to restore this, but good lord, look at the markdown on that. It went from 30,000 to 8,500. That's depressing. All right.